So you're a chosen one. There's a mystery that normally happens around you. It baffles you. Yes, okay, maybe you awaken, you start getting this awareness. It no longer baffles you, but it used to do. The divine continuously speaks through you. You're moving around. On your left hand side, there's a board with your name on it. On your right hand side, there's a picture with a date of birth. Now you're seeing these numbers, they're following you around, the signs, the writings on the wall, synchronicities, and you feel it's like magic. Sometimes it's getting you paranoid. You don't know what is happening. Nothing is happening. All right? So you think a little bit, what is happening? I can promise you, my chosen one, nothing is happening. Chosen ones, you have eyes that see things that many people don't see. If you come close to the black sheep of the family, the different one, the one they call paranoid, strange, difficult, and all those names, they are the ones who see what other family members cannot see. They can see or read their parents and the entire family structure like a book. Even if it doesn't make a lot of sense when they were young, they have some eyes that see different things. Why is dad behaving like that? Why is mom behaving like that? Why does the brother do this or why does the sister do that? You see things. What makes it difficult, especially at a young age? This thing becomes easier when you wake up, when you later on, when you awaken and you start understanding all these things. Earlier on, it becomes very hard because you're trying to explain, listen, guys, this is what I'm seeing. Can you imagine? This and this has happened. I'm seeing this number everywhere. Did you see that thing on the wall? It has got your date of birth. You're the one that can see it. You're the only one that can see it. And some people are calling you crazy because they cannot see it. So when you're explaining things to people, you look like you're, weird. Sometimes people, at a very young age, you've had so many people who are calling you strange. You're struggling to fit in because you are speaking something. It feels like an alien language. And many people cannot understand what is going on with you. You see, chosen ones, you have got an extra eye. For the you guys who are the empaths, if you're chosen one, you're some kind of an empath, some form of an empath, psychic empath, intuitive empath, different ones. You see, you sense, you feel. You have got something like a sixth sense. You have got the ability to understand things in detail. And sometimes it scares people. Actually, this thing scares people. It even leaves them baffled because they're like, so how did you know? Who told you? How did you come up with this? The idea that you talked about, it works very well because you see, you can read between the lines. The eyes that you have, your way of understanding the world around you, it feels like you can look beyond the magic, beyond the veil, behind the curtains. Sometimes you read people in detail. And sometimes people will be telling you things like, maybe you've run into some people who told you, I've never had anyone who really knew my life without actually knowing me the same way that you do. It's not magic. Okay? It's not magic. It's just simply part of your divine signature. That is how you understand that you're a chosen one. Because you see, if everybody was chosen, if everybody was a chosen one, then they could have that sixth sense, that magic that could see beyond the veil. It can be a blessing and a curse because it can be a blessing because it helps you when you see certain situations, you can prepare in advance. But it can also be a curse because you cannot relate to anyone. The people that you try to move around with, maybe your best friends, your relatives, family members, they don't know what you're doing, they don't know what you're saying. You love them enough to tell them, to help them to see the things, and sometimes the sight is too intense, and instead of trying to understand you, they will put a label on you. Oh, maybe that guy could be autistic. You know, he needs to go to a doctor. He may be having something going on in his mind. Maybe he needs to seek professional help. I approached an narcissistic parent once, and I was telling him very, very detailed stuff about the dysfunction family matrix. I got that time the most difficult rage I hadn't seen in years. The moment I started pointing out the real things that was inside the unit, that is the kind of rage I was not expecting. It is the kind of rage which actually woke me up, and I understood the family was dysfunctional. So in most of the cases, everywhere that you go, you're always going to be moving around with that very detailed insight. An insight into the things that you overstand that people around you do not understand. When you meet the good ones, it is not always people will be running around laughing at you, labeling you. You know, sometimes you may meet people who will actually like, it's a gift. You know, we're talking about a gift. These are gifts. So you may meet people, you could have run into people who actually appreciate that gift. They embrace you, they support you, they are with you, they listen, they observe, they don't judge you. But usually, a lot of the people that you meet, they cannot look beyond that veil. So that is when it becomes a curse, because now you don't have anybody to talk to. The people around you, they are unconscious. Many of them are unconscious. So they don't understand. Me, I've been in so many situations whereby I saw things before even they happened. And I would tell some people, like, listen, that direction is not the best. This one is not the best. If you try to do this or this, I could sometimes think that I was advising because I could foresee some things that other people couldn't. And because they couldn't, they could never appreciate me. And it always turned out, you know, into some kind of an argument, because I was talking about things that they're not ready to hear, they're not ready to see. They're very busy eating their cookies, going to the bars, drinking and doing all this kind of stuff. And here you are trying to tell them, even some of them, you're warning them about stuff, and you're unplugging them. It's like you're unplugging them to see the truth, and they're not ready for it. So that's one of the things with chosen people. You have a different set of eyes. Your eyes understand things that are beyond the physical, things that are beyond the 3D. It can make you very scary. You can be a very scary person for some regular, ordinary people. Even if some of the time you never knew at an early age what was going on, the way you could understand the world around you, it wasn't making sense. But when you awaken, you start to appreciate, you will now start to say that, okay, you've always been different. It wasn't that you was crazy or there was something wrong with you. It was just because you had an extra set of eyes, a different sense altogether that many people around you did not have, okay? So what do you do, chosen ones? Don't try to over-explain, okay? Don't try to over-explain. The ones that want to listen, they will come to you. But don't always go to people and try to explain to them things they're not ready to see. They don't understand what you're saying. You're going to confuse them. The ones that are ready, just continue walking, being you, organically and authentically. The ones that want that messages, those messages are going to gravitate towards you. The ones that are ready to hear that insight, they will always find a way to you. They'll embrace you with a whole heart, okay? The ones who are not ready, don't force them, because they will not even like you. They will hate you for you telling them the facts, okay? So, motivation video for today. I rather want to look at it as a blessing than a curse, because along your journey, you realize that for you to be able to navigate your life as this kind of individual, it makes it easier when you have that set of eyes that shows you and makes you understand different things that other ordinary people cannot see. Let us know what you think. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will see you guys in my next one. Denzo Mos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.